Hi folks, I'm Lonnie Johnson. Welcome back to my channel. I put a rotor on this side of my 2009 Hyundai Elantra. I'm going to go to the other side and put a rotor on that side and show you what you have to do if you're planning on doing this on your own. First, make sure you got jack stands underneath your vehicle. Never trust a jack. Yeah, we'll go ahead and remove the tire. All that stuff's easy. I'll get it down to where the brakes are. Now what you got to do is get back in here with a 9/16 socket and take this bolt and this bolt out, because this here is your caliper. Now that you got those two bolts out, go ahead and take a small screwdriver, just put it right here and just kind of pull it out. The brake pad should stay in there. The caliper should come right out. Just lay it back in here. Don't let it hang with your hose. That's always a bad idea. Go ahead and take and pop your brake pads out. Well, these brake pads are probably still good, but I just need to change the rotors. Now I've got another jack. I'm going to put it underneath that coil spring right down under here. I got to take this bolt out of this right here. I believe this is a sway bar. I could be wrong, but I got to get that bolt out. I'm going to lubricate these with PB Blaster. I want the jack right there because I don't know if this whole thing's going to flop down or not. It didn't on the other side, just this. I had to hammer this out, which is what I'm going to have to do to this side as well. This bolt is an 11/16, and I'm going to be putting a wrench on this side and the back because it's got a nut on the other side. Well, here's how I'm going to get this bolt out. I got to take it out with an impact gun and a wrench. Because it is tight. Now I'm going to pull it on out with this and just try and get it to work its way out. And that's exactly how I got the other side out. I could not beat it out, so I just unthreaded it with my impact gun. One of these here is always nice to have because I got two screws in this holding it on, and you can't really take it out without boogering it up. So broke that one loose, broke that one loose, and when I put them back in, I'll put them in hand tight. Now I got to jump back here in the back, and there's two bolts that's got to come out. One's up here at the top, and one is behind this. Now I got to take my hammer, and I got to beat this down to get it to drop out of there. Now there's a bolt right down in behind here that I have to get out before I can take this bracket off. And I believe it's a 9/16 or a 15 millimeter. I've been using the 15 millimeter on. I'm going to try and get my camera in here, but there's one right there, and the other one is right here. See there where the bar connected? Kind of tight for the camera. Try and get in here, but you can see the head of it right there. I got to get in there with a socket and get that bolt out. See if we can get these out. There's one. Push this bar down. Get inside here. It's in there somewhere. There it is. Got it. Right there. Now all I have to do is take this and should be able to just pull it out. There we go. Taking this out ain't no big deal. It's just getting this bar off there first. While you got it off, just make sure all these things right here, make sure they all work. This one works. This one don't. So I'm going to have to take that one apart and grease it up. Make it to where it works. Now to get the rotor off, what I had to do, I had to take my old trusty sledgehammer and hit it right back here a couple times. And believe me, the other side was a lot harder than this. The other side didn't want to come off. But that's how you get this off, and I'll go ahead and put it back together. Also, what I do is I take my air compressor, my gun, and blow all the dust out of there. I'm already in here. Might as well blow it off real good. It's not going to hurt it. I don't even know if it'll help it. Now you go ahead and take the rotors, put them back on, and if you're going to put the screws back in there, like I'm going to do, make sure you line it up with those holes so you can thread those little screws back in there. Now you don't have to put these back in, but I'm going to go ahead and put mine back in. I'll put them in there snug. I'm not going to force them in. Okay, I got that piece out. You can see it didn't want to come out. I'll clean it up and put everything back together. Okay, I got it working. As you can see. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to slide it in there. Just like this. Go ahead and get your top one started first. That would be the easiest to do. Because once you get this top one started, the bottom one will go right in. I'm just going to hand tighten that one down a little bit. There, the bottom one. I probably have to hold this bar right here down while I'm getting it started. Let's see if you can see that. Right in here. Okay. I'm going to hold this right here down. I'm going to get my hand in here and get this thing started. Hope my hand's not in the way. I'll feel the hole. It's right there. Okay. Now, I believe I've got it started already. And I do. Now I'll put the ratchet on it and I'll tighten it down as tight as I can get it. And I'd put some muscle on them because I don't want those to come back off. I'm going to take my trusty hammer here. I'm going to beat this up in here. And I also have this punch. I'm going to stick it in here. Wiggle it around. And there we go. I got the hole right where I want it. I'll pull it out. Now I'll go ahead and try and stick the bolt in there. Feels pretty good right there. Let's see what happens. There it is. I got it started. Now that I got it that far in, I should be able to hammer it the rest of the way. There we go. The hardest part of the whole job is that bolt. I'll put the nut on the other side and I'll tighten it down as tight as I can get it. Now you're not really going to hurt that bolt once you get it in there by hammering it because it's kind of pointed on the other side to where it doesn't really bother the threads. When you get it out, you can look at it and see what I'm talking about. I think I got a video out on how to replace the brakes. All you gotta do now is just put these back in place and get my brakes and put them on there. Like, comment, subscribe, share with friends. Thanks for watching.